Hello. For the next few minutes, we are going to be talking about majoring in chemistry and biochemistry at the College of Charleston to give you an orientation to our programs. In this slide, you see Dr. Kate Moulet with several of her undergraduate research students. I am Dr. Jim Dever. I'm the chair of the department. Never, ever, clever, Dever. That's how you pronounce my last name. Can't remember that, just call me Dr. D. That's what everybody else does. My office is located in the School of Science and Math building, SSMB 324. There's my email address and my phone number. So if you have problems during orientation or registering or throughout the year, come see me, send me an email, give me a call. Chemistry department is located in the School of Science and Math building, that acronym SSMB. Here you see a picture looking from across the street where the Addlestone Library is located. 202 Calhoun Street. We're on the first and third floors. Geology is sandwiched in between. That's where you will find our faculty offices, our labs, both teaching and research, and where a good many of our lectures are. There are also lectures that we hold in other buildings across campus. So be sure you check your schedule and figure out what those acronyms mean and where those buildings are located. So let me talk briefly about the 5 subdisciplines of chemistry, because that will help you understand our program as we go through this discussion. First, there is analytical chemist. I am an analytical chemist. What do analytical chemists do? They analyze. You try to figure out what you have in a sample, the different components, and how much you have of those. Another subdiscipline of chemistry is organic chemistry, the chemistry of carbon. Carbon is really special, and it's a unique atom, and that it can make bonds to many, many, many carbon atoms in a chain. And so that leads to the making of literally millions of different compounds. The chemistry of carbon, organic chemistry. Then there's biochemistry, the chemistry of life. And that's where all these biomolecules come into play. They're really just types of organic molecules, to tell you the truth. They have lots of carbon in them too, plus oxygen and hydrogens and sulfurs and things like that. So they're organic compounds. But these are special. They make your carbohydrates, your lipids or fats, your nucleic acids, RNA and DNA, your proteins, which include your enzymes. So those are all biomolecules that you'll study in biochemistry. A better name for biochemistry might be organic chemistry applied to living systems. And so that's why we have you take organic chemistry before you take biochemistry, that you'll see a little bit later. There's inorganic chemistry, which is the chemistry of everything else in terms of molecules. So your iron, platinum, gold, silver, all those elements and the compounds that they make, those are contained within the world of inorganic chemistry. Then there's physical chemistry, where we look at the physical properties of atoms and molecules. And maybe a better name for it might be a calculus applied to chemistry. And so you'll need a good mathematical background by the time you take physical chemistry. So those are the 5 subdisciplines of chemistry. And here are my wonderful colleagues who are here to help you learn chemistry throughout these next 4 years that you're here. And they could have gone on to have successful careers at big research universities, but no, they wanted to come here to the College of Charleston because they wanted to work with undergraduates just like you. And so they are distributed amongst those 5 subdisciplines that you saw earlier. And so these will be you'll find these folks lecturing you, teaching your labs, and also maybe becoming your research mentor someday. So Doctors Tim Barker, Dave Boucher, Wendy Corey, Marcello Forcloni, Jay Forsyth, Jen Fox, Mike Giuliano, Kristen Krantzman, Richard Lavrich, Kate Millay, Jason Overby, Amy Rogers, and Brooke Van Horn. And they use some very cool toys that you'll also get to use throughout your coursework, during your 4 years, and in the undergraduate research lab. We have a 400 megahertz nuclear magnetic resonance spectrometer. That operates on the same principle as a MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, where by looking at the signals from different atoms in the molecule, you can deduce what their structure is. We have a fast protein liquid chromatograph that we can separate out biological mixtures with. We have a liquid chromatograph mass spectrometer that we can then, which is one step above the liquid chromatograph, where we take these the molecules as they come off, blast them apart, and look at the fragmentation pattern and figure out the structure of those molecules. That's the type of instrument that athletes live in fear of. That's what you give a urinalysis, and that's how they can find the use of illicit drugs. We have an atomic force microscope that you can use in research and in a physical chemistry lab. And we have an electron paramagnetic resonance spectrometer. So, you're here to get a degree in chemistry. It might be a BA in chemistry. It might be a BA in chemistry with an emphasis in teaching, which is actually a double major that you'll do with the School of Education. A BS in chemistry or a BS in biochemistry. So someday, about 4 years from now, you'll be one of our graduates wearing either a white dress or white tux. That's what we wear, the students wear at graduation, not cap and gowns. The faculty get to wear the funny zoot suits. The difference between a BA and a BS degree are the number of courses that you take. And your goal ought to be a BS degree, unless you want to go into pre-college teaching. You're taking a few more courses and you're a little bit better prepared. But a BA degree is perfectly fine too. You might do that, as I mentioned, if you want to go into teaching, or if you want to double or triple major, you might go for the BA, and that's fine too. All of these degrees will get you into graduate school, medical school, dental school, wherever you want to get a job, whatever you want to do next. So those are the degrees that we offer. So here's sort of a 4-year overview of the courses that you'll take, and we'll come chat a little bit more about this in just a moment. But typically you take 5 courses plus labs each semester, 15, 16, 17 hours. This first year you'll be taking a first year experience, that FYE course down there, block, either a first year seminar or be in a learning community. Now we participate in a learning community with a biology department where you can take Chem 111, Biology 111, the same semester. The same group of students in both of them gives you a great chance to make friends and study partners. And so if you're pre-med, I would recommend getting that if you can. This first year, you'll take a math course and an English course. Second year is when you take organic and physics and quantitative analysis. Junior year, your physical chemistry and biochemistry courses. And senior year, take some more chemistry courses. The black courses sort of overlap between all of our degrees. If you want a BS in chemistry, you're taking those blue courses in the upper right-hand corner, the chemical synthesis and instrumental analysis course. In a biochemical degree, you're taking those sort of magenta courses, the Biochem 2, a molecular biology course, and Biology 111 and 112. That's a lot of info I know on that slide, and I went through that fast. You have access to roadmaps. And go see your advisors. We require advising in chemistry before you can register in these subsequent semesters. And so take advantage of your advisor, and they will help you walk you through this curriculum. So our intro courses. So starting out with, most of you will be taking our Chem 111, 112 sequence, our Principles of Chemistry course. For those of you in the honors college, you have the opportunity of choice to take the Honors 190, 190L, the Honors Intro Chemistry course. The advantage of it is that you'll take 2 years of chemistry, 4 semesters, and compact it into 3 semesters. And that after you take the Honors 190, you take 192 and 193, which are our Honors Organic courses. And Dr. Overby and Dr. Giuliano and Dr. Van Horn and Dr. Barker are the professors that teach in our honors program. So I mentioned that first year schedule. In the fall, the Chem 111 or the honors chemistry, or English, you have to take that either fall or spring. Your first year experience in either Math 111, which is pre-calculus, or Calculus 1, which is Math 120, plus another course to get you up to the 15 hours. In the spring, you would take Chem 112 or go on to the Honors Organic if you're in the Honors program. You might want to start your language at that point, take a second math course, and maybe get some of your Gen A courses at that point. Important to keep in mind that when you come back a year from now in August, you have to pass 30 credit hours and have a 3.0 GPA if you want to keep your scholarship, be that a South Carolina Lottery scholarship or a College of Charleston scholarship. Now that includes summer school if you want to do that next summer, but 30 credit hours at 3.0 GPA. For 12 years, 13 years, you've been preparing now to come to college, and now you're prepared for the next step. So this is really important that you buckle down and dive into your academics, and particularly in your chemistry and math courses here this first year. It's a lot easier to start off well with a high GPA, then you keep it up, than to goof off when you come here and have to build it up. And so take advantage of the resources that we have with the Center for Student Learning. Your professors, they want you to ask questions in class. They want you to come to office hours, be they in person or by Zoom. They want to help you. So please take advantage of those. We also have supplemental instruction associated with courses, and so that might be of help to you. So that's a broad overview of your first year. We've already seen the overview of the 4 years beforehand. And so those math courses are laying the groundwork for that physical chemistry course that you'll be taking your junior year. So we do have some neat elective courses that you get to take in subsequent years: environmental chemistry, chemical biology, advanced organic chemistry. We have a study abroad course where you can do field work in Costa Rica. That's offered in Maymester. And we're working on a study abroad program in Germany that we have some students that are doing for the first time this fall, that we hope will be an ongoing program in the future. We have a chemistry of alcohol course. Got to be 21 to take that. We also have a chemistry of beer course. You also have to be 21 to take that. So that's a few years away from you. We have bioanalytical chemistry and computational chemistry. Those courses are available for you in your junior and senior years. We've also started a forensics chemistry course that's actually available for you. It's actually for introduction to forensic science that's available to you as a freshman if you'd like to take that. Many of you are pre-med, so make sure you link up with Mrs. Karen Eipert, our Director of Professional Advising. If you want to be a physician, a dentist, a vet, a nurse, a physician assistant, go into chiropractic, be a pharmacist, osteopathic medicine, physical therapist, occupational therapist, anything in the health field, she's the person to link up with. And so there's her contact info, and if you have a chance to view one of her orientation sessions, by all means do so if you're pre-health. Our students do great things when they graduate here, and someday you'll be doing that. During the time that you're here, you might be able to qualify for a National Science Foundation REU or Gold Order Fellowship. When you graduate from here, we have students who've gotten NSF and National Institute of Health fellowships. They've gone into MD, PhD programs. They go to medical school, dental school, pharmacy school, vet school, graduate school. And those are just some of the schools that we've sent students to over the years. Johns Hopkins, yes, even Harvard, University of Florida, MUSC, UVA, Vandy, Emory, University of Michigan, University of North Carolina, Princeton, just a few of them. When you come up to third floor in our building, you can see all these banners, these pennants along the wall from all the, if you're into sports, all the big conferences, ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12, We sent students to graduate programs and medical programs in all those schools. And someday, hopefully, you'll be going to those schools too, if that's what you want to do, or going into industry. And that's a great path to a career also. I want to plant a seed in your mind about undergraduate research. It's really important to do if you want to go to graduate school someday. It's also a good thing to put down on medical school applications and dental school applications. It's where you work one-on-one or in a small group with a professor on cutting-edge research. And here you see a picture of Tim Barker with some of his research students. That research might get you published someday in one of these journals, such as the 3 that you see here, or those cover articles were by our faculty here at CFC. You can get paid to do research in the summer here. From our IRCA program at the College of Charleston, the SURF program, the School of Science and Math has summer funding for you, as does the NIH Embry program. There's also funding available during the academic year possibly for you. And so in the summer, that means 10 weeks of work in a lab, in a research group. You'll get paid for that, about $4,000 or so. And so instead of going home and flipping burgers and delivering pizzas, you can stay here and do research. And so that would be really, really neat to get that extra experience. We want you to have fun too. Study comes number one, but you need to have fun too. And that's where our student organizations come into play. And they do fun things like go bowling, play volleyball out on our green space in the courtyard, go to the beach. They do tutoring sessions. They go out and do magic shows to local schools. Here you can see a picture of them making ice cream with liquid nitrogen. Alpha Chi Sigma is our professional chemistry fraternity. Alpha Epsilon Delta is the pre-medical society. We have a student affiliate chapter of the American Chemical Society. And the SCAMP program, this is the South Carolina Alliance for Minority Participation. Those are all programs that are available to you, but you'll be in with other students and great things to do. So once again, if you have questions, something that come to your mind in this video, give me a holler. I'm Dr. D, email address, phone number. Welcome to College of Charleston. I look forward to meeting you and working with you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.